It's a sort of contentment that I'm part of that flow, that process. It's like medicine.
Whatever it is that I'm connecting with, I know I'm connecting to something different than just music or dance. It's like a different sensation, physically, mentally, and spiritually actually.
It's almost indescribable. You feel it all through your body. It's passion.
Occasionally I've listened to the same song on repeat because it almost becomes like a white noise that you don't even notice after a while. It drives everybody else around you insane, but it kind of creates that energy and puts you into that zone.
My connection with life, I would say prayer is the lifeline.
For me, the connection comes through seeing and capturing these amazing views and the moments of just small moments of beauty in the world.
There's a wonder and an energy to life, and throughout history and in all cultures, ordinary people, have just connected with it. Whether you call it God, Allah, Source, doesn't matter. It's an experience, and the experience is good for us. This short film is about 6 very different people and how they connect with that spiritual dimension of life.
My name's John. I spend quite a bit of my time turning wood. I'd pretty much describe myself as a compulsive maker. I think it's fine to be a dabbler as well, though. You don't have to find the one thing. I think it's fine to just have a go at just trying anything creative. When I step into the workshop, it is like picking up your passport and going through the scanner, and then you're kind of like into another world. I do shut off everything else that's going on, and it's this sort of level, calm feeling. I suppose there's a sort of zen-like quality to that. It's quite beautiful. Yeah, it's different to being happy listening to music or happy out with your mates. It's a kind of sort of an inner contentment. It's like medicine.
Whatever it is that I'm connecting with, I know I'm connecting to something different than just, I don't know, just music or dance or whatever it is I'm doing. When I enter that place, I'm connecting with something else because it feels like, I don't know, I just feel something different throughout my body. It's like a different sensation, physically, mentally, and spiritually actually. There's never been a time when I've performed, whether it be in like a flash mob, on stage, theatre, anything. Anytime I'm performing, I always connect. Yeah, a very similar feeling if I'm going on a long run or basketball especially. I definitely connect to that same place, yeah. Say, for example, I hear something I like, or I've just created and I'm playing it back. I start to see colours, shapes. There's even like a different sense of smell, taste. Just all my senses are heightened. Some people will call that a spiritual experience.
I came from a broken home, a background of foster care. When I was 16, I found a passion. I found something which made me feel connected to life. My connection to life is when I'm on stage, and that's when I feel my most passionate. I get this connection to life, and it feels like in the pit of your stomach. That fire, that urge, that passion is almost indescribable. Finding that connection and that passion with life gives you an identity. It gives you something to connect with. It gives you a hook to life. My advice to be for anybody is to just take a step back and try and identify with what makes you happy, what gives you that feeling, and then follow it. It's never going to be easy, but taking that first step is going to be the most wonderful moment for your life, and it will be the first step of many to a journey that makes you feel happy and healthy.
I guess one of the things that is so much part of my life as a priest, as a Christian, is through prayer. And I suppose something of the sense of the gift of life comes through that, and something of the wonder. And so my connection with life, I would say prayer is the lifeline. I think there's certainly a spark to life. I think there's something extraordinarily precious about life. I think that sense of being connected to something more than oneself, one's own kind of individual life, part of something bigger, but nevertheless infinitely important to a power beyond me. I think it's very important for us as human beings to have a sense of purpose. I think it's very important to have a sense of being loved and known. There's certainly something about feeling that you can be of help to someone at a particular moment in their lives. I think that gives a sense of purpose, a sense of making a difference. That has to be a positive feeling. That doesn't mean to say every single day is always easy or that one's mood is always very positive, but the bedrock of that is a place of affirmation. So that, for me, gives what I hope every human being can experience in their lives, a sense of being known, loved, with a purpose, with vast potential, and to emerge a more rounded human being.
Most of the time when I'm writing, I do feel like I'm on another planet. When I haven't written anything for a long time, I can feel it. I can sort of feel the, well, it's almost like stress and frustration comes up because I just want to immerse myself into something else. I turn words into worlds. You know, you go from a few squiggles on a page or a few words on a screen to creating an entire kingdom. To me, that's alchemy. I think trying out lots of different things to find out what fits you is a really good idea. And for me, it's finding something that you are so completely absorbed in that everything else disappears. It's almost finding that thing where time ceases to have much meaning.
Ever since I was a kid, I have always been the person who wants to get outside and just explore. I love being outdoors and wandering and exploring. That sense of fulfillment that you get from choosing to live the life that you want to live, minute by minute, day by day, you cannot put a price on it. It's bigger than any salary or bonus or pension. Like it's what life is about, and it's being true to who you actually are and what you love doing. For me, the connection comes through seeing and capturing these amazing views and the moments of just small moments of beauty in the world, sunsets and sunrises or shafts of light through these clouds. That's where I connect with it. Sometimes the most beautiful moments are the ones where you only see it yourself for a fleeting second and it's gone. Seeing how small you are in the world and how beautiful the world is incredibly important to my well-being and how I feel.
Connecting with the wonder and energy of life is good for all of us, and we each have our own way of doing it. Maybe it's just when you see a blade of grass in a city pavement, or you're in a beautiful temple or church, or you're sitting at a cafe just watching the world go by, or you're by the ocean or up in the mountains or in your own garden, or your heart opens when you're caring for someone. What we do know is that connecting is good for us.